Hi, my name is Marcus, and welcome back to the channel. Okay, can us as Star Wars fans, can we finally be in collective agreement that this show is just a cool combination of how a lot of us became Star Wars fans in the first place? I've mentioned it before on this channel before, but I became a Star Wars fan from the Anakin Skywalker saga. I was born in the 80s. I didn't see the original Star Wars when it first came out. I wasn't alive yet. I was introduced to Star Wars from the Anakin Skywalker saga. So Darth Maul was kind of like, I knew who Darth Vader was, but Darth Maul was kind of the first villain, Sith, that I was really introduced to in the Star Wars franchise. So seeing him get his own show, his own spotlight, really set the tone for me for this show. 6 episodes in, and I'll tell you what, man, I know I skipped last week, but my first kind of video on episode 1 and 2 didn't do good on views, so I didn't know if y'all was really interested in seeing my take on this. But this is really more just a passion project for me, if I'm being completely honest. Episode 5 and 6, episode 3 and 4 was really good as well. I've really been enjoying this show. Episode 5 and 6 was really that pinnacle to showcase, like, okay, now we're really getting down to the nitty gritty. The Empire has entered the fray. We got the Inquisitors after Devin and Maul and Master Kaiku, is that his name? The frog master Jedi. I can't remember his name. They're coming in and they're trying to take over, and it is just fantastic. There is not one aspect of this show that I dislike. The lightsaber battles have been spectacular. I'm not really here to do a breakdown. There's way smarter people that know Star Wars from the back of their hand that already do full breakdowns. I'm just here to showcase just the love and appreciation from what I've seen on screen thus far from this show. This is what I want from Disney Star Wars for sure. Like, I don't really want just I'm not even going to mention past Star Wars stuff that I have not liked in the past. This here is why I have my Disney Plus subscription. Give me, iconic characters, give me spectacular lightsaber battles, and shout out to the choreographers just for giving us, lightsaber fights that I feel like we just haven't seen yet. Even like the lightsaber sounds and spinning effects and clashing sounds that we've heard thus far, I feel like everything feels new. It just feels new, man. It's just it's good. It's spectacular. From the Maul, voice coming through, and the lightsaber when Devin was holding on to it. That was back in episode 3 and 4, though. Episode 5 and 6, we get the Inquisitor coming in. What's cool is this is the same Inquisitor that fought Ahsoka in the Ahsoka show, but in the show, when he fought Ahsoka, he's dead. But here, he's clearly alive. So does he not make it through this season, or is he going to make it to season 2? Who's going to take him out? Is it going to be Devin, or is it going to be Maul? It's not going to be Pike. It's not going to be the Lizard Jedi. It's not going to be him. I'm still waiting on, when's he going to get taken out? Because the coolest part for the show for me is we are witnessing the beginning of the fall of Jedi Padawan Devin. She's been distant from her master. She's already, even from just her dialogue with Lawson son. Like I said, I'm not. Watching my breakdown, not even my breakdown of this. Watching this, I'm under the assumption that you have already seen all 6 of these episodes for sure. So just bear with me here. I like that the show is playing around with the fact that Devin really don't even like being a Jedi no more. Clearly, she's so dissatisfied with running around being homeless, begging for food, just the whole philosophy of the dogmatic view of the Jedi. Bro, somebody come get her. She's ready, bro. She's ready. Maul's like, yeah, bro. It's not gonna take much. It's not gonna take much, and I get it, bro. You ain't gonna just have me running out on the streets being cold. I got all this power. I can use a lightsaber. I know kung fu. Then I gotta run and starve and beg for food and act like a fool. No, that's not how life works. Absolutely not. The strong take what they get, and the weak shall perish. Sorry, that's Vegeta. Don't quote me. It is what it is. It's life, bro. That's how it goes. So I'm definitely just waiting for that core moment as what's going to really push her over the edge to be like, fuck it, dude. I'm done with this. I'm done. Let's see what the Sith and the dark side is talking about. point blank period, and it is so entertaining. That's the coolest part about Star Wars for me, man, because everybody, it's good and it's dark, it's good and bad. Is it though? I feel like, of course, like Darth Vader being a mass murdering genocidal maniac, that's, we get all that, he's evil, but Darth Maul, some of the decisions that we've seen him make, you kind of get it, bro. Like, I'm just trying to survive right now. Dang, like, I was just doing what Palpatine told me back in the day, but now I'm just trying to get what's mine. What's wrong with that? So it makes you think. Kind of brings that whole like Killmonger, Magneto. Of course, what they ultimately are doing is bad, but you still you side eye like, hey man, listen, I kind of making sense a little bit. Just saying. So. No, that's very, very, but that's the best of Star Wars in my opinion. The ones that make you just consider or that's the best, antagonists. That's the best bad guys in my opinion. The ones that make you really think like, bro, like what would I do in that situation? I don't know. This makes you think if you were pushed to the brink of darkness or pushed to that brink of making a choice that maybe a lot of people wouldn't agree with, especially in today's society, bro. I don't know, bro. People really get pushed to the brink like day in and day out. We see it on the news all the time. And, you just think to yourself like, if I was pushed to that absolute past the limit of cognitive thought, like what would I do to maintain my own survival? Just saying. It's super cool. But that's what makes the show so entertaining. That's for sure. Honestly, bro, the moral of this video is just a PSA to all Star Wars fans. Like, bro, this is not necessarily a pinnacle, but damn near right there, bro. This is, for me, Star Wars don't really get much better than this. I mean, you got epic lightsaber battles, you got great story development, you got awesome characters, you got awesome music, you got characters that's actually interesting. I'm actually interested in Lawson and his son now. 6 episodes in, I'm definitely interested to see if are they going to survive towards the end of the season, or I feel like one of them is going to get taken out, and the son going to be left on his own. Jedi Master Kaiku Lizard, is he gonna make it to the end of this season? It's only 2 more episodes, so he's either not gonna make it, or he's either gonna not make it to the end of the beginning of next season. So curious, but I just know that ultimately I feel like by the end of season 8, Devin will be fully turned to the dark side. That's all there's to it. I'm excited to see it. I'm just excited that we get to witness it, because we haven't really seen a Jedi really turned to the dark side to this magnitude since Anakin Skywalker. At least not to my knowledge, I don't think. At least not from episode to episode. We kind of got a little bit of a clip of Dooku when he was a Jedi, with Tales of the Sith, Tales of the Dark Side or whatever, when he had his turn. But really not since Anakin Skywalker did we really get to see like a turn from a Jedi fall to the dark side. I know we kind of got a little bit in the Jedi Survivor games or whatnot, but just seeing it from episode to episode, like, dude, it's only a matter of time. So it's really cool to see. This is peak Star Wars for me specifically. So hopefully y'all feel the same, man, especially if you're still here. So that's it. Just a sort of fun for y'all today. I really haven't had much to talk about this past week. So, just turning on the camera, I feel at home, man. So hopefully if you're with me, I appreciate you, truly. So we're all right. You know what to do. You've been watching the show. You've been appreciating what we've been getting on here from Disney Plus. Yeah, go on and hit that like button, man. I really appreciate that. Depends on what this video does on views. Maybe we'll talk about the finale here for episodes 7 and 8. We'll see how it goes, man. So very curious to see how this show concludes leading into season 2. So if you do, you can subscribe, man. As always, I've been a Star Wars fan since the Anakin Skywalker saga, so there's definitely at least more so than 20 years of Star Wars fandom underneath my belt. So definitely, if you're interested in that type of content or from our Star Wars adventures in the Disney parks, make sure you get subscribed, man. Take my family to Disney World 2 to 3 times a year, so we're definitely intertwined in the Star Wars fandom for sure. You can find me at youtube.com/Marjack79. I'm also on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. As always, my friends, thank you guys for the years of support, and I'll see you on the next one. I'll catch y'all later.